Hey, good morning. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Last week, we were talking about the Patriots quarterback, Tom Brady, Super Bowl winner, and just the extraordinary commitment that Brady has made to mastering his craft, to being the elite performer that he is as a quarterback in the NFL. And I don't care if it's being an NFL quarterback, but being elite in any field, you start to see a common thread, a common set of principles that these people practice on a day-to-day basis. And we've talked about some of those. But you can also see something else when you study elite performers. They all experience resistance in mastering their craft. We can count on that, and they can count on that. You will be up against the beast of resistance. And the other night, I was reading a little story. I'm going to share it with you, and I think it makes a great point about how we overcome. The first principle, maybe, of overcoming resistance. Back in the 1930s, there was a playwright, novelist, short story writer, W. Somerset Maugham. And this is in the 1930s. He was a British novelist and playwright. And they were interviewing him, and they were asking him about some of his habits and about his schedule, as a writer, or does he write when he's inspired? And he said, "Oh, I only write when I'm inspired. And lucky for me, that happens every morning at 8 o'clock." And I think that was a great little point, is that here is a guy that just shows up every day. If you wait to be inspired, you're going to be waiting a long time before you sit down at that table and start writing. And I love what Dr. Julius Erving, the great basketball star, said about being a professional. Being a professional is doing the things that professionals do on the days that they don't feel like doing them. And that is the first step in terms of overcoming resistance. We are all, we'll never have a playing field that's ever going to be level. We're always going to get bad calls, rotten calls, bad bounces. You're going to be up against adversity. You're going to have people that want you to succeed, but they want you to do it a little bit differently. You're going to have people that are going to be critical of you. Our job, first of all, is to show up and to do the hard work. As we like to say at Built to Lead, you got to get your reps. You got to get that practice. And of course, we've always got to be open to feedback. And that's probably for another time. Feedback is never easy. It's the breakfast of champions. We need that. We need that in terms of overcoming, resistance too. But first of all, it's really showing up and doing the hard work. So that's my challenge for me. I say that respectfully. I say that humbly. And I hope it's your challenge too, is that you can start to meet that resistance and to face it down. I guarantee you this, that once you overcome resistance that one time, once you're able to beat that beast of resistance back, it's going to be a little bit easier the next time. Always going to see the resistance, but once you've been able to overcome it once, you know that you've got that under your belt, and you can mount that effort again. You can persevere. You can overcome. Hey, I hope you've had a great week. I hope you have a good day today. I look forward to seeing you next week. This is Pete Kunk, Built to Lead.